when you dividing fractions is very much like multiplying the fractions with one little twist. The term you use for dividing fractions is invert, and you'll see I put a 2 there. I'll tell you later why. And oh my goodness, that's close. Invert and multiply. Now, let's see, we had we'll do 1/4 divided by 1/3. Now, you notice I put a 2 here, and I use the term invert. It means we're going to flip it upside down. What it creates is something called a reciprocal. A reciprocal is just a fraction flipped upside down. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the first fraction just like it is, 1/4. We're going to change, let's change our color here. We're going to change our division sign to multiplication. And then we're going to invert our second fraction. That's the reason I have a 2 up here. We're going to invert the second one. The 3 goes to the top, the 1 goes to the bottom. Now, once you've made that change, you simply do exactly as you did in multiplication. Top times top, numerator times numerator, bottom times bottom, denominator times denominator. And the answer is 1 times 3, 3. 4 times 1 is 4, 3/4. So, as you can see, division of fractions is not really that difficult. Again, you still have that one little twist. If you multiply or divide fractions, if you have any mixed numbers, they must be converted to improper fractions. So let's do another problem. So let's do what we're going to do a problem here. We'll do 3 3/4 divided by 2 1/2. Okay? Now, you'll remember from before, if we have mixed numbers in a multiplication or division problem with fractions, we must convert our mixed numbers to improper fractions. Remember, we're going to multiply our denominator times our whole number and add the numerator. 4 times 3, 12, plus 3, 15. And we put the whole thing over the same denominator. Okay? I'm going to keep the division sign for right now until we have these converted. Then we'll do our invert and multiply. Now, with the 2, I'm going to multiply and then add. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, over the same denominator, 2. Okay? Now, we'll go into our invert and multiply. Remember, the first fraction stays the same. Let me change this a little bit because that'll be a little easier. Let me go over that. We'll keep it separated from that other fraction. 15 over 4, the division sign becomes multiplication. The second fraction we invert. Okay? Invert the second fraction. The 2 goes to the top. The 5 goes to the bottom. Okay? And now we're back to multiplication. What are we going to do? Top times top, 15 times 2 equals 30. 4 times 5 equals 20. And there we have our answer. Now, that can be simplified a little bit. What we could do is divide the 20 into the 30. $20 goes into 30 one time. We multiply it back down, subtract it, we have 10 left over. And we're going to take our remainder, 10, put it over our divisor, 20. And actually 10 over 20 will reduce to 1/2. So we'll have our answer to this problem of 3 3/4 divided by 2 1/2 is 1 1/2.